Stuart, this is Jan. I have a question.
Yes, Ron.
So the Shakti is really strong for me, and I feel myself just immersed in it. And when I sit with you, there are times where I am just sitting in my navel chakra, and other times where I feel myself go off into the Shakti, where I just feel I I don't know where I am, but I just feel like I'm just off. Is it okay to let myself go with the Shakti or just
Well, the purpose of the Shakti is to absorb it in the chakra system so that it builds you inside, that you don't just float away into space. You know, it's like a tree has to be rooted, a flower has to be rooted. The purpose of the Shakti and the intensity of the Shakti is to absorb it in the chakra system and use it to develop your inner life. You know, and then it's like the tree of life. You understand? It just will grow endlessly into the cosmos. But you will be rooted. You will be rooted inside. So, yes, I mean, the Shakti is very strong, but I wouldn't allow yourself to get spaced out, with it. Take it in, absorb it, let it build roots, foundation inside you. Understand, open the heart center, quiet, get the mind quiet. Begin to receive the knowledge and the wisdom, that the universe really has to offer us. Let that knowledge and wisdom become part of your inner life. And as it becomes part of your inner life, you understand the external world expands. Everything begins to expand. Your capacity to live expands. A lot of the fear inside goes away. So I wouldn't allow yourself to get swept away in Shakti. I mean, that's like getting stoned, it's not a good thing. But consciously absorb the Shakti. I mean, the purpose of this meditation is to build a strong chakra system, because a strong chakra system will manifest as a spiritual life, and not being swept away, but being rooted and growing from the roots, from the foundation, expanding from the foundation, and using that growth to connect with spirit. Because one day we have to let go of all of this, the foundation, but we need to be attached to something. So we need to have the strength inside ourselves to attach ourselves to higher energy in the universe. And then total surrender. But, that takes place the day we're ready to leave the world.
Thank you, Stuart.
You're welcome. Does anyone else have a question? I mean, this is a very important thing because Jan is right. The energy gets really strong, and one could just float away in it. You just float away in it. And, you can have out of body experiences. You can have all kinds of, you float away in it. And if you're not rooted inside, I mean, my God, it could, who knows what, it could do some very serious things to you, that kind of energy. So the whole purpose of what we do here is building a holistic person who's grounded, heart is open, the throat is open, the mind is quiet and open and receiving knowledge from the universe. Sexual energy is being used consciously, and Kundalini is being activated, which is the pathway out of here. But Kundalini can never be activated in a healthy way if a person isn't grounded inside, because it's too powerful, the energy of Kundalini. And it could really just blow somebody's head away, you know? But being grounded and having that foundation means we can activate Kundalini. And that connects us with what's infinite in the universe. God, spirit, whatever one wants to call it. So, you know, one has to approach their inner life consciously. Because one of the serious problems in the world is that people are not grounded. They spend all their time in their heads, in their emotions. They're not grounded inside. And because of that lack of being grounded, there's a huge amount of conflict in the world. So that energy will help us get grounded. We get roots. You understand? It's like a bush, it needs roots. A house needs a foundation. And then there's the tree of life. What is the tree of life? So it exists inside every human being. And it will grow organically as we get more and more conscious about how to feed it. So the tree grows because the roots get nourishment. Tree of life in us grows because we nourish the roots. We open the heart. We build the chakra system. Does anyone else have a question? And don't rush it. You know, it's like I remember when I used to live in Woodstock, I would take my daughter Ania to New York City. We would go to the theater, or the museum, or something. And we'd be sitting in the train. When will we be there, Dad? When will we be there? And I remember I looked at her and I just started to laugh. I said, Ania, we will be there when we get there. And you have to almost approach a spiritual life that way. You continue to grow, you will be there when you get there. And then you won't have to ask that question. You'll be there. It becomes a living reality for one. Does anyone else have a question? Okay, if there are no more questions, then there'll be a class tomorrow. And, you know, God bless you all. I say it after every class, and it really tickles my heart because it's true. I have so much gratitude to each and every person that attends these classes. It's a vehicle to get to God. And, like, you know, look, everybody in life needs some kind of inner work. we have what, 20 people sitting here, It's like a very wonderful, almost like a private club that anybody can join if their need is deep enough and real enough. So I'm just very grateful to be able to be here and to do this, and God bless you all. And we'll have a class tomorrow evening. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.
Night, Stuart.
Thank you. Good night, Stuart.
Bye.
Thank you, Stuart.
You're welcome. Thank you.